The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
Right out of the gates, Lance going to the air.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Nice idea, nice concept there. Line him up on the left side of the formation, let him sneak his way across, coming back underneath, put it in his hands, let him get a few more yards after the catch, too.
Great way to utilize a tight end on the drag route. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
The Niners at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Now a throw and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. Return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Let's face it, everybody at the start of a game has a mental image of how they expected to go, and I think that was going exactly as they scripted it offensively. Moving the ball well. Control, and that fumble, that's got to be a little bit deflating, don't you think?
Yep, foiled the whole plan there, turned the ball over.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 42. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Here we go on fourth. Herbert. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So after the fourth down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down. The opening drive, it continues, Charles, to be all pass, and it's working. Now they're on the doorstep of a touchdown here, 1st and goal.
Brandon, because it's working so well, I think the entire playbook is open for them right now. Do you want to run it? Do you want to continue to throw it? Spin the dial. Make your choice. But right now, you like what you're doing in this possession.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
On 2nd and goal, Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Let's go. Keenan Allen, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lance. And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the 1st down.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Joey Bosa, so strong, able to fight his way in there to make the play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
97.
Working from the gun, Lance. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. DeAndre Carter back deep. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Running on 1st down, Eckler. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. Eckler now between the tackles. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That's Javon Kinlaw busting through it. He sticks him behind the line. A rare misstep on that last play, because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Allen. And this will move the chains again, as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Got his man, it's Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
first down. Here's Mitchell. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Double 38.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's got Allen. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And a short gain down to about the 33. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. It's caught on the right side. Williams. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or 2. It's no good, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Yellow.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Rough incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Lance. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well, swarming to...
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 60. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
Chargers 21, 49ers nothing.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Eleno, now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers, and quickly.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down.
Hopkins' kick is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little game. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert off of play action. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Drake Jackson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
No question that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Lance looking to throw it. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Ready?
From the gun on third down, Lance. And this pass caught by Gray. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
On first down, Lance. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Striker, 3-3.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. At the Chargers.
Again, it's Lance. Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Eckler, they run left side. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. It's Eckler again. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 8. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On the give, this is Eckler. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It was Eric Armstead coming up quickly and dropping him for a loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 17, Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Travarius Moore. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he will find his man, Samuel. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
Drill 52.
Lance going to try to throw for this. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now out to kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, all of a sudden, we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's out to his running back, Michel. That one, a first down pickup of 8. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a 4th quarter advantage. A handoff, it's Eckler. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs. and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Here is Eckler, and he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 3rd down, it's Spiller.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
On the set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Now Lance. Finding Gray going across the field.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels like...
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back of the 29. After the sack on first down,
Lance. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Right side, and he finds Gray.
Touchdown!
Danny Gray.
27 yards.
And the 49ers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee. So it's a win here for the L.A. Chargers, and it was thanks to the fine play of their quarterback, CD, Justin Herbert.
Yeah, he really had his A game tonight. He threw a couple of touchdown passes, and he's instrumental in earning this victory.
So for the Chargers, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above.